Hey guys, Cory here from Penny's Hot Rods and Customs. I think what we're going to do today, since it's supposed to be a nice week, no rain, I'm going to dig out my coupe. So it's in my shed, so it ran last year, so in theory you should just put some battery and some gas and probably change the fluids and should be good to go. So see what's all involved. Quite the secure deal thing I got going on here. All right, I think the hardest part of all this is gonna be moving some crap out of the way. That's what I'm thinking. Too many slicks and tires, so yeah. Alrighty, I'm going to start moving this crap out, and then yeah, we'll put some battery and some gas down the old carburetor, and hopefully she goes. Alright, I'm not gonna try to film that till we get some of this crap out of here. So needed a bigger shed. I don't even know what's all up in the ceilings anymore. I think that might be, I was told it might be a 32 Ford fender. I'm not sure. Should really take a look at it, but yeah. So, oh well. Okay, I'll go set the tripod up and I'll start moving some of this crap out. Okay guys, what we got here is just a 327. It's got 6 carbs. I'm only running on the 2 center ones. Knowing what I know now, or what we know now, I'd probably try to run on the other 4s, or what I'd really like is to eventually maybe switch out the manifold and have just a 4 carb and then have all 4 running. I would like one. I've got a spare 6 carb intake. I would like to, I don't know, I doubt I'll ever sell it, but I'd like to get it traded or sell it or do something for a 4 carb. So like I said, it's set it up. It does run pretty well. So I'm gonna go grab some gas and put that in. Then it should fire up. I'm gonna get a battery. It does have a Muncie 4-speed in it and all that good stuff. So what I'm thinking is, I was originally, this was coming in winter, I was gonna redo this car, or not redo, but go through some of the rust repair and stuff like that. Like actually put a proper roof insert and stuff like that, and garnish moldings and all that stuff. I did find 2 really nice fenders. These ones aren't bad, but somehow this got all welded in the wrong angle. It did angle when we did that years and years ago, and this one, like I said, when I built this car, that's going, it was early 2000s. Like I was young, didn't have any money, so we just laid the mud on it. My rear tail panel, like it's got mud in it, but you can buy new panels that come up to here. So like my original plan was, this possible winter I was actually gonna just focus on redoing this and then just shoot it in another primer of some sort or whatever, right? But like a nice sealer or something. But I think that's gonna be down maybe next year, but this year I'm just gonna drive it, so that's the plan. So I think I'm just gonna save up some money and then next year throw a bunch of parts at this, because like it does need some patch panels in here and there, so and you can buy them all now, so just weld them up, but just get a lot of things fitting a lot better. So okay, enough rambling. I'll go find a battery and go tickle the carbs with some gas. So yeah, and like I said, a good buddy, he pinstriped this, I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that, 12 years ago, so it's holding up, but the car needs some love, so we'll give it to her one of these days. So let's go fire up this turd. Okay guys, I put a battery, I cranked over, got some oil pressure. Let's try dumping a bit of fuel down here. Probably a little bit too much. All right, let's see. Let's see if it'll fire up. I wonder if the GoPro will stay there. Maybe we'll just drop that, because I can see bad things not wanting to happen. Okay. Oh, let's see. Oh, fired. Take a minute to pick up some fuel. Okay, so I took a boot around the block for a while, or around town for a bit. This valve cover gasket I do believe is leaking, so I'm going to go change that in a minute because it was steaming out the back or somewhere around here, so I'm sure it's burning oil. So we're going to change that out in a few minutes. Like I said, I bought a really nice set of fenders. I'll show you in a few minutes, but like back in the day, like way back in the day, Derek and I bought this piece here as a reproduction piece because mine was missing, and we put it on, it was fine. But when I bought these used running boards, they're way better than I had. Literally nothing lined it up. So like I said, when we had my original crappy old running boards, it lined it up perfect. It was good, eh? So like I said, I've got new fenders and I'll show you those. But like I said, is it this side or it's the other side? Yeah, like right here, it's got a rust hole, but you can buy new reproduction patch panels. So I'm thinking next year I'm gonna give this thing some TLC and just get things lined up a lot better and throw some money at it. But I'll show you my rear fenders. Oh, they're buried over there. I'm not gonna dig in there, but they're right there. They're two really nice coupe fenders. So, and believe it or not, Ryan is actually working on this thing. He's got a whole bunch of stuff figured out for his clutch and bell housing, and Model B stuff, and 32 stuff. And believe it or not, it is coming along. His motor is coming along. So, yikes, there's a lot of stuff in this garage. So yeah. So he has bought a lot of stuff for this, and a lot of stuff is coming, but I know it looks rough, but it is almost ready to kind of go back together. So yeah, I should dig these fenders out and put them in the trusses so they don't get wrecked. A lot of neat stuff in here. Oh yeah, I forgot my Traegers. So yeah, I think that's the tranny he's using. I don't know, he's filling it in more about what I know about the stuff. So yeah, I guess we'll go change the valve cover gasket and go actually check some fluids. Bye-bye fenders. Actually, I'll put those in the shed up in the trusses so they don't get wrecked. Wait a minute. Where did this carb come from? I wonder. Oh, that's why I bought the swap meat. Alrighty. There we go. What's up, Bailey? Alrighty. Okay, we'll be back. Like I said, I'll see, this is the reason why I don't really want to paint this thing, because like I scuff up the fenders putting it in. It's got a good well right here. That's new. I might have to be addressed one of these days. But yeah, like here I rubbed it in going in, you know, like that's probably 10 years ago, but yeah. Alrighty, enough rambling. Let's go change the valve cover gasket. So there was the guilty culprit right there. It blew out. So lucky I've got a couple left in stock. So yeah, we'll put that in, put some goop in. One thing I'll show you guys, and Kev was, I don't know if he's irritated or disappointed. When I did these valve covers, they were brand new. I don't know if someone will pick it up, but brand new Cal Custom ones. And then because I drilled them to put those breathers in, so that is a true story. So, well, I think I goop it up, change my oil and all that stuff, and add some coolant, and then yeah, clean up the interior a little bit, and then we're gonna go for a boot, or I'll go for a boot, probably till work tomorrow. So yeah, all right. Oh yeah, Duff Man. Oh yeah. Alrighty. One thing I didn't like about this when I put this engine, this had I bought it from a guy in Winnipeg, and it's got a Nova clip in it, but it was narrowed. The clip was narrowed, eh? So this side's really a pain with everything to put a header in. I did once upon a time started making a header, but I gave up and threw it out. So this manifold I'm okay with the way it looks, but this one not so much. So not a fan of those ones, but it is what it is and it works. But a header will fit on that side, no problem. It's just this side with the steering box and everything, it really doesn't fit. So it is what it is, unfortunately. All right, I'm gonna put this gasket on and button it up. Okay, put this valve cover gasket and tighten it up, and we'll call it good. Out of curiosity, guys. Oh, there it is right there. It was never built or intended, but is that the whole Rad Rod scene still a thing, or is that gone? Because like I said, people when they first seen this thing, they called it a Rad Rod just because it was a primer and all that good stuff, and it has beat up and this and that, so they called it a Rad Rod. Never liked that term, but but whatever. I don't know if that thing, if that's even still a thing. So yeah. Ugh. And after this, we'll give it its ghetto engine cleaning kit in a can. By that I mean brake clean. I just hose the crap out of it with brake clean and cleans all the dust or the grime and all that stuff, and we're good for another year. And then let this gasket set up for a while. It actually started setting up. Stuff sets up pretty fast. So I said I'll change the oil to check the coolant, and good to go. And yeah, I think we're going up for ice cream tonight. Not taking this, but take the El Camino. I really don't know where this video is going. I just figured I'd film this while I'm working on this junk for a bit. Okay, that's tight. Let that set up for a while. Regs on the go, armpits, people. Okay, we'll call that good. Now we'll check the other side. You know it's a race car engine when you got moonlight spark plug wires. Alright. That's good. Alright, whip up the old brake can and hose this thing off. Yeah. A lot of leaves everywhere. Alrighty, we'll be back. Yeah. Actually looking forward to driving this whole heap. So yeah. But yeah, like there's doors that have got little dings and dents and all that stuff. So I'm thinking when we do redo it, they'll knock all that stuff out and actually do a nice job. Get the cowl vent, it's seized, but I have a whole new operator that I cut out of the 36, and I've got a bunch of parts for everything, so I've got a lot of stuff to put this thing back together properly-ish, so we'll do that. One thing I did regret when I was building this turd is I bought the Rad from a guy in Winnipeg. He said it was okay. So then I think the Rad shop lied to me because I had them converted just for a small block Chevy. They said they pressure tested it or cleared it. When I first ran this thing, it got so hot, it was so plugged, they never cleaned it. And then so I went back to them. Actually the Rad shop's no longer around, and then they just record the whole thing. By the time the whole thing was said and done, I could have bought a brand new fancy Rad cheaper. That is a true story. But when you're working on a shoestring budget, or how's that saying go? Nah, I won't worry about it. But anyway, living on a champagne lifestyle with a beer budget. I think that's what it was. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. Like I said, I don't know where this video is going, but we're filming here, folks. Alright guys, it's been, I don't know how many days since last time I've even looked at this thing. It's been raining like literally every second day, and it's getting old. But the real reason why I'm actually, well, I wanted to actually start driving my car this year, but my buddy from Half-Ass Custom, Brent there, he messaged me a while ago saying he's having an open house this Saturday, so I'm going to take this thing. So I figure why not drive it to work a few times and this and that. Like I said, it's time to drive it, so that's my goal this summer, so that's the plan. So I'm going to get ready and get to work, and we're going to go for a boot, and like I said, it's going to be fun this Saturday. I hope anyway. I think Ryan and Chris and Derek's coming, so we'll see. But yeah, let's fire this old turd up. Let's see if we have headlights. That'd be a good idea, eh? Oh yeah. She's cold, so we'll run her for a little bit. At least it's kind of quiet anyway. So yeah, we'll let her build up some heat and then we'll get going. Yeah. A little after 5 o'clock or 5 a.m. so the sun's starting to finally come up nowadays. So guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave the video. Made it to Chris's, so we're going to go for ice cream. I think the other clowns are going to be here shortly. Like I said, my whole plan with this past Saturday was to go to Brent's, go visit him, check out his shop and all that, but I had to work, unfortunately. We went yeah, it was a long day at work anyway, so I couldn't make it. So it was a fun day, but I just couldn't. So anyway, guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave this video. I'm not sure what else I'm going to do to this thing right now. It's just probably just drive it the way it is. I'm thinking maybe next winter, we'll see how things go. Maybe I'll start accumulating things for it and rip it all apart and redo a lot of things and do things proper, right? So like I said, when I built this thing, I didn't have much money. Couldn't afford a $10,000 paint job. Still can't afford one, but at least we can, you know, do it ourselves now. So that's kind of a bonus. So yeah, if not, I'm perfectly content and just ride it the way it is in red primer and just beat up and faded up old paint. It's kind of like if you guys know the old hot rod editor, Ray Baskerville. He had a 32 Ford Roadster that was just the same thing condition. He drove that thing forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So anyway, I guess before I keep rambling here, I think Kevin's on his way, so I'm gonna go for ice cream. It's beautiful out, so we'll catch you on the next one. And not sure what we're gonna do next. Probably back on the Pontiac. So we'll see you guys in a day or two.